Hello there, and I'm back. Roblox has just made a pretty massive change, which is why I'm back and why I want to kind of talk about this. And it's been pretty controversial over on places like Twitter or X, if you want to call it that, as well as, other platforms like Discord and Guilded and stuff like that. And a lot of people are talking about this because this is one of the bigger changes that Roblox has made to something that's, really key to what Roblox is. And of course, that's Robux. Roblox has now updated the Robux conversion rate to a certain extent of how much Robux that you can actually get for your money, but they've also increased the cost of Robux, at the baseline anyway. So it used to be that you could buy 400 Robux for $4.99. So if you wanted to come in, we're talking about computer players, right? You wanted to come in, you could buy $5 worth of Robux. And that would get you 400 Robux. And, for this video, we're not going to be discussing premium because that's, a little bit different. Although what you will see in this video will also be for that. It'll just be slightly different rates and it'll still be, the same outcome. But the controversial change here is that they've gone now from $4.99 to $5.49. And tons of people have been saying, well, this is to combat inflation and blah, blah, blah. And I've been seeing a lot of people, a lot of Roblox devs commenting on Twitter saying Roblox needs to increase the DevX rate then because now they've increased the cost of Robux. So I read all this and I was thinking to myself, wow, this really sucks. This is just yet another thing that Roblox is doing to make developers earn less money and, make people have less Robux. And then I looked at it and I was like, wait a second here. Do you see what's happening? It used to be you'd spend $4.99 and you'd get 400 Robux. But now when you spend $5.49, you get 450 Robux. So wait a second here. They haven't just increased the prices. They've also increased the amount of Robux you're getting. Okay, well, what does that mean? Like, we're still having to pay more money, and yeah, we're getting a little bit of pity Robux from Roblox, but is that anything meaningful? So I've actually gone through and I've done the math, and from now on in the video, I just want you guys to know this is going to be very math heavy, so stay with me here. I'm going to try to explain it pretty well. But I've actually figured out that, and this is a controversial take, this is actually a good thing. There are some caveats to that, but I'm going to walk you guys through it and I'll explain this whole scenario. So if you see here, if you pay $5.49 for 450 Robux, you are getting 81.96 Robux per dollar you spend. But if you go on the old rate of $4.99 for 400 Robux, you're actually only getting 80 Robux or 80.16 Robux per dollar you spend. So if you see here, you're actually getting about 1.7-ish Robux, 1.8-ish Robux around there, dependent on how much, you spend, right? So wait a second. Yeah, it costs us 49 more cents, or technically 50 more cents for, to just buy Robux in the first place, but you're actually going to be getting more Robux per dollar you spend than you were previously getting. And this actually applies to all the tiers. So let's say you spend $10.49, so that's the new rate, you would get 900 Robux, which comes out to 85.79 Robux per dollar you spend, which previously, when you would pay $9.99, you'd get 800 Robux compared to 900, and you'd only get 80.08 Robux per dollar you spend. So here, you're getting a full 5.6, 5.7 Robux more per dollar you spend than the previous rate. So to a certain extent, you have to think about it like this. Yeah, Roblox has increased the price, but they've also increased the amount of Robux you're getting to a point that you're actually getting more Robux per dollar you spend. So for someone who last week was going to spend $100 on Roblox anyway, they're going to actually get more Robux for their money that they spend on the platform. So to a certain extent, it's just a net positive. So let's keep going. Previously, up until today, you would have to pay $19.99 to get 1,700 Robux. That comes out to 85.04 Robux per dollar. But here, now it's $20.49. So again, 50 cents more. You get 1,850 Robux, so 1,850. You're getting a full 150 Robux more for paying 50 cents more. So the difference there is, again, 5 more Robux per dollar you spend. And then when it comes to, 50.99 and, 49.99, again, you're getting 3 Robux more than you were, per dollar you spend, right? And then for the $100.99, you get 10,200 Robux, which is 101 Robux per dollar, where it previously was only 100 Robux per dollar. So what does this mean, right? You guys are paying more money to buy Robux. We're all paying more money to buy Robux. But we're getting more Robux per dollar, per the amount of, money we were paying in the first place for what we're spending. So what this really does, and what kind of our bad things are here, is that it has gotten more expensive to buy Robux in the first place, right? Kids now need to save up just a little bit more money, 50 cents potentially more money, just to buy Robux off the bat. If they don't have that extra 50 cents, they can't buy Robux at all. And also, this may cause, because of that, less people to purchase Robux, even though it's just 50 cents more. This could be a deal breaker for people in foreign countries like Indonesia or India or the Philippines, right? But even here in the US, right, a kid who's maybe a 6-year-old in elementary school, 50 cents is a pretty big amount to them. So maybe they don't have that extra 50 cents to be able to do that. I don't know. But here's the good things from this. More Robux flowing through the economy because of that extra Robux you're getting per dollar you spend. That just generally means that if you're buying Robux anyway, you're getting a little bit more. And that's going to stack up when we're talking about hundreds, thousands, hundreds of thousands, millions of people that are buying Robux every single day. Here's a great example, right? The difference is generally somewhere between 1 Robux per dollar and 5 Robux per dollar spent. So if we have $1 million that's, coming into Roblox, that's a difference of 1 to 5 million more Robux that would not have existed otherwise if Roblox had not made this change. So we're going to have more Robux flowing through, like, please donate, for example. People are donating to people all the time. There's actually going to be more Robux going through the platform than there was previously. And yeah, it costs a little bit more, but again, it comes back to that per dollar you spend. It's the whales that are really going to be helping out with this. It's going to be the people that are purchasing this 1049 pack for 900 Robux that are really going to be helping it out, because they're getting an extra 5.7 Robux per dollar they spend. That's an insane amount if you extrapolate that out to a massive proportion of people, right? So ultimately, there's going to be more Robux flowing through. You have, 1 million people buy that. We're talking about, tons, 25 million Robux that has just appeared out of nowhere overnight, basically. But additionally, the really good thing too is if you're on mobile, you can still purchase 80 Robux for 99 cents. They have not gotten rid of that option. They haven't increased that 99 cents option up to, $1.29 or whatever they wanted to do. It's still 99 cents, at least for the moment. So if you are wanting to just buy a little bit of Robux just to buy an avatar item that costs 60 Robux, you can still do that for the exact same rate as it was before. So for people that are spending a very little amount of Robux or a very little amount of money, they still can do that if they want to. So I know this was a little bit mathy. I also, if you want to actually read through this as well, if you're more technical, like here's the actual amount of money you're spending per 1 Robux now. You can see the difference. Just pause the video and look at that. But I hope that makes a little bit of sense. Everyone was freaking out, but ultimately, I think this is really only a net positive for the community. I'll be interested to see how the prices change for countries like I mentioned, like India, the Philippines, and Indonesia. I don't know how they're changing the pricing over there. Again, this is just based off of US pricing, so we'll have to see. But that's basically it. So let me know in the comments, or if this video is on Twitter in the replies, what you guys think. Yeah, that's all. See you guys later.